Okay, so what is this? Grim Reaper. Oh, they're changing base stats. Okay, cool. So Grim Reapers. Oh, this is for everything. So they're all getting plus 3 speed. So okay, that's pretty nice. Plus 3 speed for everything. Speed plus 2. Wait. The Grim Reapers get plus 3. These guys get plus 3. These guys get plus 2. Okay, so they're just giving speed to stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Bisons? Wait, Bisons and Fairy Kings and Desert Queens? Wait, you're giving more speed to Sekhmet? Fairy Kings plus 3 speed. Okay. Druids? And then that's okay. That's actually pretty significant. So Sekhmet is going to be better. That's good for Bastet. Maybe we'll see some of that stuff come back, right? Yeah, that's a bit strange. Sekhmet buff. Bison buff too. Like Bisons did not need a buff at all. Weird. All right. So here are the skill balancing. So Wind Zenitsu. They are changing his passive. So when you take fatal damage from the enemy's attack, blah blah blah. So they're just, instead of coming back with 50% HP, you get 30%, but it's still a 4-turn cooldown. So I think it's pretty strong anyways, but that's a pretty good nerf, I'd say. Decent. Uh-oh, Dark Polar Queen. This does not look good for me. Reflex 40% of the damage back. Great. Great. More cleave. More cleave nerfs. Great. Okay. Water Shadow. Okay, Minato. Effect added. Recovers your HP by 50% of the damage dealt when counterattacking with Shadow of Right Arm. Oh, this is pretty cool. I like using Minato a lot. So maybe you can, you don't have to build him Vamp. Maybe. This is kind of like the Leica buff, where they gave him the healing on skill 1, and then you could choose between Vio or Vamp. So this could be, you could basically run Vio Minato now, because you can armor break on skill 2 and then Vio proc into skill 1, right? That's pretty good. Oh, a Ritsu buff. So yeah, we know what it does. Like, you tie a target, and it, when it gets a turn, you take the turn from them basically, and you get faster. You like absorb their speed basically, right? So they're changing that to cast a shadow trap on the target after you attack the enemy on your turn and absorbs the attack bar of the target by 50%. Okay. So if the target with the shadow trap gains a turn, you will gain the turn instead. This effect can apply up to 2 targets. Okay. So they're just, so you could shut down 2 units. And so instead, you're not getting the attack speed absorb. I think Seishizo did he said like, was like the attack speed absorption was really awkward because you would move, it would like trigger the passive when it take, I don't know, it was something weird. So it seems like they're fixing that. So it's pretty good. I always wanted a Ritsu, to be honest, because it's pretty unique. And I remember I got pooped on by a Ritsu before. Which was pretty funny. So, a light one, let's see. So, effect changed. Remove is now steel. Alright, sure. Why are they just give stuff steel beneficial effect, which is kind of annoying, but I'm not sure that's what the Shun owners wanted, but You know, buff's a buff, I guess. Ooh, okay. So Wool Young, what is this? Damage increases as your HP status decreases. Wait, what? Okay, so damage increases as your HP status increases. So you do more damage at full HP, I guess. Okay. And then they're buffing. Okay, they're buffing the attack bar gain. That's pretty good. Are Wool Young owners happy? Skill 3 still bad. Damage gain is negligible. I mean, come on. You haven't even tested it yet. Like, maybe. It's a decent buff, I would say. Like 25 more bar is pretty nice. Alright, so Dark Cookie. I believe this is the one that absorbs slows, right? Strip absorbs slow. And so you absorb more bar, sure. Layla. Increases your attack bar by 10% to 20% whenever the enemy is granted with... Okay, so more attack bar buffs for the Layla comps. Not bad. Dark Yuji. Increases your attack power for 1 turn before attack. Okay. Dark Yuji maybe is pickable now. Right? Because if he's getting an attack buff, he can actually maybe kill stuff. And wasn't the skill 3, it had the... Like, you had to do a certain amount of damage before it was refreshed. So that should help there. So yeah, Dark Yuji, nice. That's the Obabo. Obabo always gets an LD5 buff, right? One of his Wada Nabara. This thing is, I don't think this is used anywhere. Like, it's just like a TOA unit maybe. So effect and percentage changed. Each hit has an 80% chance to block enemies from removing harmful effects for 2 turns. So now that's 50%. And then 50% chance to grant suppression for 1 turn. Okay. I'm not sure that really helps her too much. Like, would you pick this in RTA over like some other water CC unit? I don't think so. So yeah, I don't see anything super helpful there. Nezuko's Fire, Wind, and Light. This must be the skill 2, right? So effect changed. Blocks enemies from removing harmful effects for 2 turns. Is getting changed to silences enemies for 2 turns. Okay, like, I don't... Sure, I don't know what to say about that. 2-turn silence, AoE. Actually, that's pretty good for this. And that's just the skill 2 as well. So that actually might be really good. So we'll have to see though. Like the fire one was like water yen, right? That was the one that was like a Juno counter, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, interesting. Water Inosuke. Let's see. Effect added. Decreases the attack bar of the enemy target by 25%. Is that... I believe that's the 3rd skill, right? So it's going to no touch strip, and then the target you select gets the attack bar dunked. So that's pretty good. Is that going to be enough to... I don't know, like, get people to pick them? I don't know. Like, it's okay. I feel like they did the same thing with Water Hacker, and that still hasn't I don't see people running Water Hacker very much. So, moving on, Fire Tanjiro. So they're changing attacks all enemies to absorb their attack bar by 25% and disturbs HP recovery for 3 turns, which is now absorbed by 50%. And disturbs HP recovery for 2 turns. Okay. So he's just going to get a full turn and then go into skill 2 and snipe something. And I believe this has branding, right? So could be pretty good. Finally, yeah, a real Hage counter. I mean, for 1 unit, because it's not AoE pushback. It's just the units you select. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, they're buffing the Light Tanjiro. Okay, it's gonna provoke for 1 turn each. That's pretty good because that's gonna combo pretty well with his passives, right? So this is decent, I would say. Pretty good. Water Zenitsu increases attack bar by 25% to 35% whenever you attack an enemy under an ability effects. Okay, sure. I honestly, I don't think I ever saw a Water Zenitsu in RTA. Like, never. So, a little bit of a buff there. Pretty nice. Light Siri. Increase your attack speed by 40 each up to 200, which is now 50 each up to 250. Okay, so she's stacking faster and she can stack higher. That's pretty cool. Yeah, maybe we'll see her around a bit more, but like still hard counter by Leo. So yeah, I think she deserved a buff. Looks kind of fun to play with. Like if you actually full stack it, is she just taking like 2 turns in a row? Lightress. I believe this is the daughter, right? The LD5 dot machine or whatever. Inflicts continuous damage for 2 turns, which is changing to 2 continuous damage for 1 turn whenever you attack the enemy. Okay, so she's like Saf. Or Nora now, I guess. Like, sure. Anything major so far? I mean, yeah, there's some pretty significant changes, like the base speed changes. There's some decent stuff up here. Well, let's keep going. Oh my god, what are they? Hathor. Hathor's getting a buff. Prevents the enemy target from removing harmful effects for 1 turn. Wait, Wind Desert Queen? Delete. Prevents him from removing harmful effects. Wait, when did she have this first line? When did she ever have that? Prevents any target from removing harmful effects for 1 turn. 2 increases the skill cooldown of the enemy target by 1 turn. Wait, what? Hathor doesn't have that, right? Or am I crazy? Hold on. I gotta look at Hathor. She was buffed a long time ago. What? Hold on, let me see. Resets the enemy's attack bar and prevents it from removing... Oh, wow. I never knew she had that. She does, wow. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now because it's now just a cool time increase, so... Yeah, so Hathor's getting the base speed buff and then a cool time reset. Like, stop giving stuff cool time resets. Oh my god. More cool time resets to deal with. Yay. Wind Omiyuji. Increases the skill activation rate from 20 to 40% whenever you attack the suppressed monster. Okay, so I guess that just helps you armor break, right? For the skill 1. Like, sure. I guess that's fine. Jogun getting a buff. Attack can't be counterattacked. Is getting changed to increase the attack bar of all allies by 15%. Wow, so he's gonna strip, increase attack bar, and attack, and yeah, strip attack bar and attack buff. That's pretty good. It's pretty nice. Might actually see him in Cleaves now. Dark Art Master. Yo, how are you guys gonna buff dark and fire but not light? What? Oh my. Okay, percentage changed. The selected ally will go under threat states for 3 times. 3 turns. Okay, sure. That's a really annoying buff for them. For him to put up though. 3 turns, threat state. Yikes, okay. Not too bad. Like, where's the Han Will buff though? What are they doing? Jogun, Irene, Brainrot, great, yeah. Does Gyo passive? No, it doesn't work on Despair. Despair is its own thing. Let's see. Fire Dokubi. Yeah, like nobody used this thing. And they're just giving him an extra turn on the dot. So sure. Fire Mage uses 1 magic sphere to counterattack and recovers your HP by 10%, which is getting changed to recovers your HP by the counterattack damage dealt. Okay, so if you put the spheres up and then she gets hit, and then it's just like she gets bar and she heals a bit more probably. I'm assuming you will heal more than the 10% HP, right? So kind of like a whatever buff though. Wind Mage. Damage cannot be increased above 50% is okay, so she's just stacking faster, sure. Also kind of whatever. Maybe this is more significant for siege defense. Then Fire Tomb Warden, which I'm pretty sure nobody was using Tomb Wardens at all, so no surprise they're getting a little help here. So I believe the fire one is like the Gemini, right? So where it strips armor breaks, so they're changing attacks all enemies to remove 1 beneficial effect with a 50% chance and decrease defense for 2 turns with a 50% chance to remove 1 beneficial effect with a... Okay, so they're just bumping this up by 20%. Sure. I feel like you wouldn't... Like, that's still pretty RNG'd. Like, 70% strip and then a 50% to armor break. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I'm still not sure that's usable. Wind one, though, is getting 100% chance to counterattack when you're attacked. This one, like, maybe. Because I believe he does have the anti-revive on the skill too, right? So maybe you'd pick this into, like, Samath Nana. And then all of the Water, Wind, and Light Coffin Bash, which is the skill 2, right? That's the armor break anti-revive debuff. So it's getting a cool time decrease. Not bad. Light Tombstone. When Cursed Tombstone is on the enemy side, the HP of the enemy that gains a turn is decreased by 10 to 15%. All right, so this is the one where you drop a tombstone on a dead enemy, and then it's like a Nabara effect, right? But it seems kind of bad. Like if you're sniping a unit out already, It's like you're just winning more, I guess. I don't know. This doesn't seem great on the light one. Dark one, I'd still want the dark one though. So let's see what they're doing here. When Cherished Tombstone is on the ally side at the start of your turn, recovers your HP by 15%. Okay, so he gets healing. I mean, okay. Catch up on chat here. Is just twin meta, right? Yep, it's still gonna be twin meta. Is this big BP, big balance patch the one come to us promised? It's okay, but they're not addressing the meta at all, which I don't like. Again, so it feels like we're just gonna have the same stuff for another 2 months. Gyo Enjoyer, yeah, Gyo. Gyo is already a solid counter pick, I would say. Now she's just gonna be a bit better. Yeah, Ritsu looks pretty fun. I wouldn't mind getting Ritsu. Only nerf was Winzenny. Yeah, isn't that weird? Out of everything, Winzenny gets the bullet. But yeah, it's strange. Segment Gyo already saw a lot of usage in RTA, so not sure why they would buff them. I know, I agree. I don't get that either. A Velasca buff? What did they do? I didn't get that. What Velasca buff? I mean, they didn't nerf her. Are you talking about? Oh, down here? Oh, that's just a bug fix, it looks like. Anyways, Wind Pirate Captain increases your attack bar by 35% when your attack lands as a critical hit, which is changed to increases damage by 35% for each harmful effect on the enemy. Okay, this is like a rift, like a rift dungeon unit now. Right, this is like a Wind Brandia, basically. Maybe. So, we'll see how that works. Water, Wind, and Light. Pirate Strike now leaves a brand for 1 turn. Okay, so that's the skill 2. So, I think that's probably pretty good for Siege offense and Arena offense. Helps you clean up. Or wait, is Pirate Strike the skill 1? Is that skill 1 or skill 2? I don't remember. I think it's the skill 2, right? If that's skill 1, if that's the skill 1, maybe it changes like dungeon run teams. Because then you'd be running like Galleon team ups in dungeons if it has brand. Oh, it's skill 2. Okay, never mind. Espresso cookies, water, wind, and dark. Percentage changed. So the free stun is going to 50% chance. Okay, sure. And the dark one is getting an effect added on blending. That must be skill 3, right? Yeah, each hit has a 50% chance to decrease. No, maybe that's the skill 2, actually. Yeah, that's the skill 2, I think. Each hit has a 50% chance to decrease the attack bar by 20%. Okay, sure. Is that it? And we just have bug fixes. No base speed changes. No leader skill changes either. Kind of sucks. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty boring patch for me. No meta nerfs, like I feel like because they didn't hit anything relevant in the RTA meta, like nothing. Like when Zenitsu, who was pretty much, I would say he was way lower on the nerf list. I would say just because of that, this patch kind of sucks. If you have a Dark Shadowcaster, though, you should be pretty happy. Wool Young is interesting. But yeah, this is like... This kind of sucks. The most interesting thing about this patch is probably the base speed changes. But it's just really strange. You're giving base speed to... Some of these units are still really good in RTA. Like Bison's getting base speed. Druid's getting base speed. Like Abellio, Volantis, Patter getting more base speed is good for me. Desert Queen getting base speed is so weird though. I guess they just want to match the... Because she's 114 base, right? So now she's 116. So she's going to match, like, Yanhong base speed, I guess. So weird. Yeah. I'm pretty disappointed, to be honest. But I'm not surprised. Come on, are we really all that surprised? So it's just gonna be twins, Irene Megumi, LDs. So yeah, feels bad, right? All right, guys, I think that's it.